Hey everyone, how's it going? My name is Leon with No More Lines. If you're new to the channel, please be sure to subscribe. Leave a like and a comment and watch the video to the very end. This video is going to be about my 7-month experience mining Bitcoin using the platform NiceHash. Now, for those that don't know what NiceHash is, NiceHash is a program where you can rent out your hash power to a marketplace, and people can basically go on there and rent out hash power in order to mine certain cryptocurrencies. The way it works is that you rent out your hash power and you get paid in Bitcoin. Now, with the fluctuation of the price of Bitcoin, this can actually be an investment, but of course, when I mean an investment, you can actually gain or lose money depending on the price of Bitcoin. Me personally, I don't hold my Bitcoin for too long. I actually kind of use this as operating income. So every few months, I actually go ahead and I sell all the Bitcoin I make. Or if I see where it's going to go up to a certain amount, I just go ahead and get rid of it so I can have the additional equity. But so far, in my 7 months, I've made a total of $1,179.49. I actually kept track of all of the times I got paid, and that basically equates to 218 days of mining. Now, I didn't mine all those days. Some days we had some issues with infrastructure, internet, things like that. But I've made a total of $5.41 per day. Okay. Now, that doesn't include my cost of the cars themselves, the computers, or even the electricity. That $1,179.49 is raw what I actually transacted. That also does include the historical price of Bitcoin. So it's not the price as of right now. It was the price whenever I did the transfer. And I actually sold a majority of the Bitcoin that I actually made. So majority of that money, I actually saw it in one of my accounts. Okay. So is mining profitable? In my opinion, it is. A few things that you have to be aware of. One thing is that you want to calculate the actual number of months you would need to pay off your card. And you do that by looking at your the price that you paid. NiceHash also has a calculator that'll tell you how much you would actually make depending on the cost of electricity and also the particular card that you have. Personally, I would not use anything less than a 3 or 4 gig card. At the very least, a NVIDIA GTX 1060 or better. You're gonna make about $1 or less a day with those cards. Also, too, you need to figure out the actual cost of your kilowatt hour from your electricity company. If you look on their website or you call them, they should be able to actually tell you the actual amount, because that's also important. It'll tell you how much you've actually made. So I'll go into this and I'll tell you the 6 different cards I have. So I have 6 different rigs, and one of them is not on. This is the computer I'm on right now, but the I have a NVIDIA GTX 1660. I'm making right now about yeah, it says it right there. The actual profit is about $1 right now a day. Now that is kind of on the low end. The way NiceHash works is that it's gonna keep adding you into a pool. Now sometimes the pools are not as profitable. It's based on who out there is buying hash power. Some people are gonna buy it at lower rates whenever the hash power is not as much. There's not as much of an actual demand for the hash power. It's going to be a little bit lower. Now, when the hash power demand goes up, the price is going to usually go up. But the amounts that you see now are just a snapshot. Realistically, I've made between like $8 and $11 a day. The way NiceHash works is that it, depending on how many computers that you have on your account, you'll be able to put them all under this particular this grouping that you're seeing, and then from there you'll be able to actually see how profitable they are. And as long as the program is open on the computer, you can actually turn off and on the mining software on this particular dashboard. And they also have a mobile app as well. But the way it works is that you are paid every 4 hours. So every 4 hours, your actual money, it gets put into a Bitcoin wallet here, and you're gonna set it up on each one of the computers. The great thing about it is that once you have created your login and everything, they have two-step verification, and they also have a QR code. Once you set up this on a new computer, it's very easy to actually go in and do everything. Everything either through this particular website or the mobile app. But like I said, and I'm gonna get back on track here. Okay, so we have a GTX 1660, we have a RTX 2070, we have a RX 570, RTX 2060, which is off, GTX 1060, 6 gig, and then also another GTX 1660. So like I said, I'm making between $8 and $11 a day. And then the way it works is that I don't keep any of my money in this Bitcoin wallet long term. Coinbase has an API with NiceHash, and once you created your actual wallet in Coinbase, you'll be able to just log into your Coinbase account, and then whenever you do transfers, it's I think the minimum limit is 50,000 Satoshis, and that's 0.0005. Yeah, I think it's 0.0005 or it's either 3 or 4 zeros. But basically, you would need 50,000 Satoshis in order to transfer. That's around like $24, $25 right now. And then if you don't use the Coinbase API, it has to be 100,000 Satoshis. So it's gonna be from a threshold of about 25 to like $25 to like $49 to like $51, depending on the price of Bitcoin. In Louisiana here, it is pretty profitable. I make between $200 and $250 a month. Now, I just recently purchased those. I recently purchased those two NVIDIA 1660s. Those are pretty new, and those are actually going to be about between $1.50 and $2 a day in profitability. Just make sure that you have everything on power surges. I'm sorry, surge protectors. I mean, make sure that you have everything on surge protectors. Also, you want to make sure that your computers are spaced out enough to where they're not generating too much heat on each other. Also, be aware that you want to possibly go in and look at these graphics cards as an investment. Me personally, I don't plan on taking these cards and reselling them. I'm probably going to hold on to them until they eventually go out on me, and then when I do sell them, I'm going to sell them with making sure I'm completely honest and transparent about it, and say, hey, I use these cards to actually mine. These cards are not working, and you're gonna buy it as is. But I don't plan on selling these cards to anybody in the shorthand market. I think, me personally, it's cheaper to just build another computer and then just kind of have an extra card or extra computer on in case you actually need it. I'm probably do a second video kind of going over some more about this, but And just to let you know, this video is not to insult anybody. I know a lot of people are really kind of sensitive about this whole thing with the graphics cards. Me personally, I don't think there's anything wrong with it. We all are entitled to spend the money how we want to. Even the whole idea of like organizations doing that, or I mean, you can't really stop that, to be honest with you, because if people have a ability to purchase something with a lot of capital, it's their choice, and you have to be in a position where you can find ways of doing that. But me personally, as long as you're transparent with things, as long as you're not being, I guess, like a predator per se. But even that's still a word, in my opinion, that I don't really like to use, because ultimately we're not in a situation where real ignorance to me is kind of like a choice, because you have the ability to look up things. You have to learn how to, I guess, accept certain risks. And yes, certain things are kind of like messed up. I guess one of the examples would be using or taking a card or taking a hard drive that's been used for extensive purposes or for mining and then selling it as new. I don't agree with that personally. But if you know something like a car in particular has a certain issue or recall, to me it's in your best interest to look up that information and try to go and make an informed decision. And I know those are not possibly like the best examples of that, but when it comes to graphics cards and things like that, I would definitely purchase it through a marketplace. Also, you want to have some kind of protection. You want to be able to do testing on it. Most graphics cards, they do have a standard test that you can use, and it'll give you an idea of if the card is running the way it needs to run. And the way of doing that is just to take your card, do a test on it, and then just see how it compares to other tests that are similar, because they should be around the same. It's not going to always be 100% consistent, but you'll have an idea of if the card is running correctly or not. So hopefully this video was somewhat helpful. I'm going to try to make another one soon. Personally, NiceHash, I like NiceHash. I think it's really simple. Like I said, I don't keep all of my money in my NiceHash wallet. I move it back out to my Coinbase wallet, so that way I don't have everything in one basket. If something happens, if my account gets hacked, there's a lot less of a chance of it getting hacked on two different platforms versus just a single one. So yeah, but hopefully this video has some value. You have a blessed day and you take care.